Hey, what's up, you guys? I'm Jaquan,
I'm Jasmine.
and welcome to the Film Spill.
So today, guys, we're going to be reviewing the movie The Volcano Rescue from Whakaari. This is a documentary, and here is a summary. During a sightseeing trip to a remote island, 47 tourists and guides are trapped by a volcanic eruption off the coast of New Zealand in 2019. Minute-by-minute footage and personal accounts give testimony to the tragedy that will claim 22 lives.
Yeah. So this was a really, really good film, really good documentary. You know, normally when we do stuff like this, it's kind of hard to actually give it a rating because people actually lost their lives. So I just want to say it was a really great film in the sense of being able to know what was going on, the actual true story. I thought that was really amazing. All right, let's get into my pros and my cons. So very first pro, I just really like the use of the survivors footage. You know, we talked about how, all these people were going through this stuff and it was like recordings of this stuff, actually live. So there were photos, mobile footage, drone and geological camera footage, TV footage from the event. So you can see how, these events unfolded from the ground and actually see in the sky. The volcano is underwater, which was very different to me. It actually reminded me of one of those Disney shorts. You know what I'm talking about? The lava one?
Singing to each other.
Yeah, and they were underwater. I love you.
Yeah.
That's what it kind of reminded me of. So Jeff returning back to the island to rescue survivors, that was really, really brave of him. Hayden and Tipney, I'm hoping I'm saying his name right, Tipney, being able to help people before they die. I thought that was really, really crucial. Like they literally are sacrificing their lives, literally, because they died and they were literally saving people. Really amazing. Jesse being strong enough to stumble for help towards shore. He was one of those ones where, he was around his family, they were dying. He was in the middle of all that stuff. He was able to, find the strength to stumble. Mark, Tim, and John, those pilots showing back up to save those left on the island. Once again, just a lot of bravery. Despite being told that no help is coming and that it was a no-fly zone, they literally still went out there to go help.
Yeah.
So everyone was aware that this was an active volcano. So it's like, you knew this thing erupt, X amount of years, and you guys still was that close to it. I thought that was kind of crazy. So how the authorities refused to officially go and travel to the island to help, I understand it was like there's no fly zone, but it was like you had civilians out there helping people, and they were like, no fly zone, you don't supposed to be out there. Just how powerful the steam was, right? That was another thing. It's like normally when we think about volcano, we're thinking about lava. This was like steam that was,
Since they said it was underwater, it like turned into
steam. Which is just, once again, just never heard anything like that. How they stated that the steam blast burnt through their clothes and their skin. Like, that just shows you how hot, that steam was. The 22 people died. I think that's the biggest con, right? Because people actually lost their lives. Matt ended up being in a coma, and I think one of the ones that really kind of hit me the most was Jesse literally being the sole survivor of his family. I thought that was just very, very just heartbreaking. Really, really dope documentary. If you guys haven't watched it, definitely recommend it.
Yeah, pretty much like he said, it's hard. We can't really give this a rating because I can't say this is 5. This is a great documentary and people died. So it's like he said, this was a really good documentary that we feel like you guys should watch, but we can't really rate it.
Yeah.
And the main thing I love about documentaries is because I love learning about real life things and events that are happening in the world that we would have never known about. It's crazy, like you said. They said that volcano erupts every 3 years, and it was exactly 3 years when that eruption happened. But I like how the story was told from so many different perspectives. There were tourists, tour guides, survivors, local townspeople, police and Coast Guard, and rescue crew members. So I liked hearing what happened from everybody's point of view. I couldn't imagine the newlywed couple because they had literally just gotten married, and it went from like the happiest day of their life to like the most tragic, like within days of each other. So that was like really sad. Shout out to the 3 pilots, like you said, Mike, Tim, and John, who risked their lives despite being told there was a no-fly zone. They still landed on there, grabbed some people, and then flew them to the hospital. I understand, like you said, about the police and Coast Guard not going there, but it's like you don't want to send people into a dangerous situation to help others because then they'll need help. But it's like those civilians were very brave for doing that because they did end up saving some people's lives. But this was a really good documentary, but it just shows you not to play with Mother Nature.
For sure. Just like always, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment. You guys have a good one.